We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig. You decide when you lose, not other people. And Blabs.
I like pickles.
And co-hosted by our friends from around the internet. If you like common sense, hit that thumbs up button and, of course, the subscribe button. And join us Monday through Friday live at 11 a.m. Central Time. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on God's green earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and SideScrollersPodcast.com. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. Stuttering Craig, my oh my, do we have a good show for you today? I'll tell you what, getting over the con flu, we're almost there, about 80%. We're getting back at it. Got an energy drink this morning, probably going to kill me worse than the flu did, but that's all right. We're ready to go. We're going to have a good show today. Blabs, how are you?
I'm good. Hi.
Oh, I'm great.
Listen, we were having a very riveting conversation backstage when you weren't there. We were talking about the Olympics and stuff.
Well, I came back and you and Razor were talking about Greg Louganis.
Well, that was at the last second.
Yeah.
Yes. I learned who someone was today, chat.
Yes, Louganis.
Gay.
What?
Gay.
Gay! Greg Louganis. That's right. That's how it goes. What, like, come on. Like, legit? Like, cursed from birth at the same
I
time?
wouldn't say cursed. I would just say destined to be flamboyant.
Well, just say, Razor. Look, my name is Craig, right? I've always thought, like, people named Greg, you know, like, Craig Strong. Greg, meh. You know?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Razor Phelps, and he is Craig Louganis.
That's right. Craig
Before I
Louganis.
interrupt,
That's right.
chat is saying there's something terribly wrong with the audio.
Okay.
Everyone's saying it.
Everybody
Yes,
is?
That's why I had to interrupt. Like all three of us, apparently.
Sounds.
Oh, yeah, I do hear that. Maybe, it sounds good on our end, which is maybe a issue with StreamYard.
Damn it, StreamYards.
Huh. Well, we sound good on my end.
I would recommend everybody refresh.
I don't.
Not us. I mean, chat.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it is bad. I just heard it on this. It is very bad.
Oh, I see what the issue is. It's
What is
the
it?
the audio is stuttering. So
Yes, I hear
appropriate.
it. Here, let's be really quiet. Here, take a listen for yourself. Here we go. This is us. Let's see what's going on. It is bad. I just heard it on this. It is very bad.
Oh, I see what the issue is.
It's not good.
No.
This is not good. Not good. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know what's the deal is, because it all sounds good on our end. It sounds good going through the mixer board. My only guess would be it would be a StreamYard issue.
Yeah.
And we would need to restart everything, which would really suck. So I think we need to restart everything, which really sucks. Right?
What if we refresh?
We all refresh it one at a time, but it still doesn't help the connection here.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
Slightly better now, says Kratos. It's working. I don't know. What is it? If it's working or not.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you sound normal now.
Slightly better.
You sound like a normal man.
Just maybe
innocent man.
we just came out too hot. That's the thing. Did the intro sound?
It was all that Craig Louganis talk, is what it was. We gave our audio AIDS.
Yeah,
We dripped its AIDS blood in the pool.
Smell the ass.
Yeah, smell the ass.
Smell the ass.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
people who didn't watch wrestling in the Attitude Era will never understand how there was a wrestler named Mr. Ass. They'll never understand how we got to that point as a society.
Okay.
So
Are we
it
good?
says Bob's and Razor are clear, but Craig still got some occasional crackles. I blame Craig.
Well,
Might be your internet.
The internet's great. I'm hardwired in with 75 up, 75 down, baby. Let's go.
What if you leave and come back?
Yeah, sure. You
He
keep
wants to get rid of you.
guide us through the intro. Go ahead.
What if I took over everything?
What if everything became mine now?
What if you gave me your inheritance and all of your world?
I asked him for that last week when he was like, I'm going to die in an airplane. I'm like, do I get the side scroller's inheritance? Is that mine now? And he said no.
Yeah.
What a douche.
Like, what was with Craig's smell? Now that he's not here, we can talk about this. What was with that?
Dude, I doesn't wear deodorant.
It smelled like BO and diarrhea and a full diaper in the septic tank of an Indian food restaurant. Am I right?
Yeah, yes, 100%. By the way, chat, how do we sound now that, Craig's gone and it's just hair now? That's all it is. We both have the hair. Oh, man, he's back. Ugh. Shoot. What's up, man?
Come and knock on the door.
We've been waiting for you.
Discussing my odor. Thanks, Razor. Appreciate that.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's defamation right there. I don't know.
This tight shot is a lot.
Yeah, it's making me laugh.
It is.
I
feel like it's
such
a picture in picture.
intro.
Yeah, it's like on CNN. Like, I feel like we should be discussing more important issues.
Today, everyone's lying their asses off.
Can we get
CNN.com.
Yeah, can we get the Inside Edition theme? Or current affair theme?
I want the BBC breaking news music. That shit slaps. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's so
No.
good. Wow. Okay.
Does it sound? I mean, do we still sound okay, or do we sound better?
Chat, how do we sound? I don't know.
There we go. Yes.
Today on Side Scrollers. No, hold on. Today on Side Scrollers, Razor comes out.
Oh wow! After talking
I'm not on
about
the high dive. I don't know what you're talking about. I thought about watching the Olympics, but I wasn't sure I was ready to fully commit to Satanism. So I went
Everybody
ahead
says
and
it's
passed on
Craig's audio. Bye.
Bye bye.
Power. Okay.
You made that up. Hey, get rid of him, didn't you?
Oh man, he's only backstage. I thought he was actually gonna go boot himself. Thursday. So hello, greetings, Earthlings. This is Side Scrollers. That's Razor Fist.
Hi.
My point locals, Rumble, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and we have an Instagram, don't we, Blabs? Yes, we do. So follow us for music clips of the show. Otherwise, some sort of violence upon you and your cow. That was a really fast intro. Bye, Craig. He's gone now.
Right.
Now it is. It's really bad now.
Yeah, this is the audio.
Oh,
This seems like a Streamlabs issue.
Oh,
Or
no.
whatever.
Restart. Live from Crackden. Okay. Saying, oh, dear me. Okay, well. Anyway, I don't know if they'll be able to hear us. Just restart for fuck's sakes. I mean, I could do that, but I'd have to wait for Craig to come back and give the okay. So anyway, hi, Raze. I don't know how much they're going to hear this. But
Kick me out for kick.
What's new? Oh, now what? Razor, what am I supposed to do? He's just laughing backstage. I don't know. Anyway, hello. Have you been playing any video games lately? I don't know what to do.
Did the audio sound good?
I don't know. Guys, was it really bad when it was just me? Still crackling, very bad. FFF.
What? It's not just me. What are you doing? Let me tell you about the nutritional benefits
go
of
on.
Metamucil. I didn't seriously mean I was going to tell you about
I thought you were going to go on a whole thing.
that. Right? No.
Mucin XDM. Anyway. Where's Craig? He probably is actually restarting completely, but we need to restart stream.
He's actually just left the internet. He's going back to zero. He's actually gonna.
Oh no, he just hit me up saying completely restarting BRB. Chat says it's bad. We need to restart.
It got better when it was
Shall
just
I
Razer.
redo it? Send. I don't know, man. Wait, much better now? Okay, it's getting
sounded
better.
when it was just me, they say. So I don't know.
Well, you know what? That's fine. The woman should leave anyway.
Stall for time. All right. No, I don't know what's going on. It's probably on the stream side. I don't know. But as I mentioned earlier, I went to see Deadpool. I don't know. I guess I didn't get it. I kept expecting a Matthew Perry cameo. It wasn't even at the after credits scene. The end credits. I don't know. I thought it was okay though. I thought it was all right. I was on Friday Night Tights, by the way. You guys should go check that out. Is she gone? Gone? She's gone. Oh, there she is.
Refreshing. Oh, let's all just sit quietly and awkwardly and drink.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Ooh, yes. The Seinfeld.
I really hope they could hear that. That's hilarious. This is like a blooper reel, and the sad thing is, no one's gonna see.
I think this whole episode is a blooper reel, actually.
Man.
Adam, what? We're still cracking while it was just me, apparently. So yeah, this is just a stream issue.
Yeah, Craig's coming back in, and then I think we're gonna have to reboot everything.
Uh-oh.
We can
Incoming
hear. Oh, they
program.
heard the slurps in the ASMR. There you go.
All right. Yeah, we'll probably have to restart.
I have to wait for Craig to show up before we do anything. So,
Has this ever happened before? Is this without precedent?
no, this is a nice StreamYards issue we got going on. It's awesome.
I don't know. I don't ever use StreamYards, so.
What do you use? OBS only?
Yeah. I have more control over the graphics and the vertical and the horizontal.
Yeah, but that's only good for like one person. So
For what?
for one person, like just
You
yourself,
can-
do like a solo stream.
You can hard R rig it a little bit. You can like do a Skypey call, and you can you can
Skype.
do
I
things,
remember that. So 2012,
but you have more control and it looks better.
dude. Skype is kind of shit though lately.
Well,
I tried
whatever
using it
is.
years ago.
It doesn't have to
and
be Skype. It could be Discord. It could be whatever.
Actually, Razer still using Google Plus, even though it doesn't exist anymore. Google Hangouts.
Got in my time machine back to 2015.
So long, suckers.
Remember when they
Fucking
forced you, in order to comment on YouTube, you had to have a Google Plus account?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I got money from Google for the Google Hangouts because there was some type of like lawsuit, like a class action lawsuit. I can't remember what it was. It was years ago. I think I got like $20.
you were personally injured by Google Plus?
Yeah, it was Google Plus or Google Hangouts, one of those. And yeah, I can't remember what it was, but like they had done something that was against the legal rights of the people. I can't remember the specifics. It was years and years ago, but I
You're
got
not
$20.
narrowing it down. I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. But yeah, $20 is $20, so
You got you got $20 from
Woo!
Google.
yeah. Mm. There was a class action lawsuit for Facebook, but I never saw a dime of that money.
I don't
They
know.
they said I could be a part of it, and so I like put it all, like give me my money, bitches. I never saw a single thing about it.
Is Craig using like an Apple One? Why does it take him so long to restart his computer?
Craig's a boomer. He's probably listening to us right now on the phone going, why aren't you two doing anything? But it's like, if they can't really hear us, then I don't know what's the point.
That's the problem. Do we still sound bad, guys?
Yeah. We should just retitle this stream to the hair bloopers. It's just us. No Craig.
Audio is fully fine now.
Oh.
This has got to be some kind of like connection. It's got to be their servers.
Craig
It's
got got hit by the
server's
Matrix.
having a conniption, which means if you restart it, it might still be an issue. So I don't know.
I don't know anymore. Audio's bad. Audio's good. You guys need to make up your minds.
Survey says. Let me get Steve Harvey over here.
I'm just gonna make a new poll and ask how the audio is. How good audio? Good.
So what I'm getting from this is it goes back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's StreamYards. Or it's YouTube. Dude, I haven't been able to use YouTube properly in like a week. I even tweeted this out yesterday and nobody can understand what's wrong with it. So I have side scrollers as an editor, right? So anytime I'm logged in on that as an editor, I cannot play a single YouTube video anymore. It just refuses to load. It gives me the YouTube error message saying something went wrong. And I've cleared my cache. I've cleared my history, everything. I've had to relog back in and I still can't get in. But if I just swap back to my normal YouTube account, I can watch every video I want. I don't get it. And I've never had this issue before. It's just all of a sudden.
Interesting.
YouTube's messed up, I say.
Yeah, it seems like it comes and goes, according to them. The audio is a threat to democracy, one of them says.
Ah, it's Palpatine. I love democracy.
It's an audio insurrection.
You just started to mess with 2024 results before they even happened, I guess.
We have a 4 a.m. audio dump. There's a busted pipe at Google HQ.
This needs to be clipped. I hope all this stays like perfectly sounding. And we'll just put it up as the blooper, the Blabs and Razor show.
Exactly.
Anyway, I don't know. I guess maybe I should just start reading the super chats in case we have to restart or something.
That's a good point.
Okay, so Craig missed the Wild Archcast. You need to come back. I will tell him whenever he shows up. Apparently he's died. Mercenary says, we'll say a few things on Streamlabs for Razor to hear. YouTube is getting mad at what they call naughty words that I cannot say here. Shame, really. Naughty, naughty, yogi naughty.
Sad.
Lampshade says, question for Razor. Which Anthem albums would you recommend for Craig and Blabs each? Craig's dancing backstage now. I don't know what's going on.
I'd recommend the album with the best name in the history of music, Domestic Booty. That was timing.
Thank you.
I hear my.
Do I sound okay?
Hello? Do you hear that, Razor?
Are you at the bottom of a well, Blabs?
Where are
Do I? No?
you? Hear it too, right, Razor?
Yes.
There's so many of us. What are we going to do? Where's my Youngling Slayer 9000?
It's like Luke and Leia in that shaft on the Death Star. I think we took a wrong turn.
This is the best show ever. This is all we're going to do for the entire show.
Find the controls to extend the bridge.
Is that better?
Hello? Test? Yeah, that's better. I don't know what you did, but that was hilarious.
Do. Okay. All right.
I don't know. Do I? Is there still popping chat? Do I sound okay?
Let us know, chat.
I mean, all I had to do was restart everything.
Dude, that was hilarious. I'm going to clip this out if the audio's good on our end and just upload it as its own little blooper show.
Right, because here's the thing. We hear everything great. Except for the echo and stuff. Okay.
On our end, it sounds beautiful. I can hear my dulcet tones just fine, and the other people are fine too.
My screeching, my skittle.
So where are we at, Blabs?
We haven't done anything because we couldn't. The chat couldn't hear us, so it's not like we could actually have a conversation. But we were doing some super chats in case we had to start over.
We were pretty much doing who's on first for like 20 minutes.
Let's just do a super chat show. like, come on, let's just go. I'm just saying, we've had a rough couple weeks here doing all this Mr. Beast stuff. We're, why not? No, let's go and knock out some of these super chats, and we will, and then we'll get to stuff when we get to it.
We have to do gaming segment today, though, the gaming history segment, because there's something I want to show, and I'm like, this game I must play.
Okay.
Anyway, Lord Otter says, studying Craig just took on a new meaning. Exactly. All right. So basically 20 minutes in, we're doing super chats now. I love it. Hovey says the gayest heterosexual tag team, Billy and Chuck.
Yeah. You know, it's funny.
That's a reference, right? For I pronounce you Chuck and Larry? No.
No. That was actually a actual WWE tag team back in the day with Billy and Chuck. They were like gay, and they were like, it was one of those things where when you saw them, it was meant to almost make fun of gay people. And if you talk, and I saw a recent interview with Billy Gunn, and he's like, we were way ahead of the curve on that. And you could tell he's trying to like sell the idea of how cool it was, but it was very derogatory at the time, you know? It's funny.
Extraordinarily gay. Steeped in gayness.
Yes. Very much.
Come on. Goldust was how many years before them? Please.
Yes. Goldust was.
You remember freaking Goldust talking about Razor Ramon? Is like, Razor Ramon, you say that you ooze machismo. Well, bad guy, let's ooze it together.
Are you good? The crackling is back. Okay, but I just saw a comment from, who was it, Lewis? I think his name was Josh saying other live streams are cracking too.
Yep.
Okay, so it's not just us.
Yeah, it's not us.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Let's finish up these super chats. Dare we try Rumble Studio again?
Oh no, not yet. It's not ready.
Well, we need to figure this out. We need let's knock these super chats out because we do have a lot to talk about today.
We do.
Yes.
I did a lot of stuff. Okay. Commodore says Billy Gunn now goes by Daddy Ass and likes to scissor.
This is true. If you watch AEW, it's funny.
Marissa says Razor fire blabs. It is on and off with Sam. That's not my fault.
But it is more tremulous when you speak on account of you being a woman.
Hi, everybody.
There you go.
Babzo.
Get that Janet Reno
All right.
voice going.
All right, this is how we're going to do the show from now on. Mage for $2. Is this Max Headroom reboot sucks?
Max Headroom.
What?
Max Headroom. Yeah.
Okay.
You want us for 5 says, no, Craig, are we going to hear about this on Plain Talk today? I actually have a really great Plain Talk segment ready to go for Friday.
Hey,
Whew, this kind of hurts a little bit. Anyway.
Razor, have you seen our intro for Playing Talk?
What?
It's a new segment we have on the show.
Plain Talk.
Sponsored by Boeing or?
Yes.
That's exactly right.
Oh, okay.
It's great. There's a lot of stuff for Friday already. I got 2 bullets.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Alan says, Razor, here's my shot to do a Norm joke. The one advantage that Kamala has over Trump is she has taken more shots to the face, just not a bullet. Anyway. Tech Support Game says, since Razor's winning side scores now, can we get your thoughts on the Scott Snyder one of Batman?
It's crap.
The end. Mercenary says, how am I supposed to get my tinfoil ideas to Razor? Have you tried mailing them in a letter? Or putting them in a bottle in the ocean and see if they get to Razor?
Right.
Arjex says, it was better with just Razor because winners don't use crack.
Crack. He's fat.
I sound like a retard. Bajoran says your social credit score got downgraded too much after your interview yesterday. You're not allowed to stream properly anymore. We've been denied. Razor, I finally got my copy of Ghost of the Badlands, and I love it. Can't wait to see more.
Godspeed. Yeah, we're right at the end of all the Indiegogo shipments.
Steven says, Razor, eulogize Craig as 1T1.
Today, we are gathered to commemorate and celebrate the life of one Craig Louganis. Tremendously gay, so incredibly gay, massively homosexual, left AIDS blood all over the pool, perhaps the most blood ever. I don't know.
Anyway, that pie over there, or that Pierre, in Norm McDonald Town. Oh, I can't do this. Who wants to do Norm McDonald?
What?
I'll try.
That's right.
Oh,
you try.
oh. Yeah, so I went and did a Mr. Beast challenge, and all I got was a raw burger and a candy bar that gave me heart issues. Plus, some weirdo gave my kid high heels, so that's a headache.
It's funny stuff.
Ivan says, Razor, I want to thank you. Because of you, I learned about Thief games. Thief 2 is now my all-time favorite game.
On account of it is the best video game ever made. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Orthodox Monk says, first time I've heard Craig stuttering. He's finally living up to the name.
There you go.
Really took how many years? 43? It's fine. Matthew says, does YouTube have a crack epidemic? Varn says, new skill unlock, Crackling Craig. So I'm wondering if like we go and download StreamYards, will it be Crackling or not? That's what I want to know. Hickory says, deep voice Blabs equals best Blabs. You're welcome. Hickory's been a member for 2 months. Benjamin says, dear Blabs, Dr. Girlfriend impression when? What is that? Also, hi, Mr. Fisk. Craigery in the League of Extraordinary Normal Men. What is a Dr. Girlfriend impression?
I don't know. I don't
Thanks,
know.
Benjamin. Michael Watts says, Mr. Beast and Ava purging YouTube to save face. I believe the name's Chris, not Ava. Just saying. Night Lancer says, got a poll asking if SnowRunner, aka Death Stranding from Normal Men, had diverse and inclusive characters. If they meh trucks and the jiggly suspension physics, I'm going to riot in Minecraft.
All right.
Okay. And Durana says, haven't even gotten to TIG and already crapped shell. Listen!
Hold on. Yeah, that's right. We're having a tough one today. To be clear, is the audio bad for everybody, or is the audio just bad when I speak?
It's
That's-
everybody.
Okay, everybody.
Everybody.
Okay, all right. It's rough for everybody. That sucks. Okay,
And it's for everybody on YouTube, yes? Is that what people are saying?
then yeah, it's not just our show. It's across the board.
Are we simul streaming anywhere? Is it bad on like Rumble?
Rumble says it's bad. Local says it's Locals X Kick. You guys tell us it's bad for everyone. Wow. Okay. If they restart StreamYard, I mean, should I make an entirely new show?
I'm just worried because if it's a StreamYard issue, then it'll just be the same thing again. And I just checked the StreamYard's Twitter, and they have not said anything. So.
Okay, let's do this really quick. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself. You guys talk for a second. I want to see if this stops whenever I mute myself. I'll mute myself in 3, 2, 1.
It was still going when you were gone.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's you, for one. I don't think it was just your AIDS blood in the pool.
For once, it's not just Craig. It's not a Craig issue. It's not a skill diff. It's just an IT issue. The end.
Okay.
It's not YouTube wide.
Okay. So, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. This is what we're gonna do. That on Kick. It's not just me. Okay, it's everybody across the board. It's a codec issue on you. Okay, sounds good. All right. Well, let's do this. I'm gonna make a new StreamYard link right here. Okay, we're gonna try this again, and what we're gonna do is it's gonna make an entirely new YouTube show. So listen, I know it's a pain in the butt, but would you guys do us a favor when we're gonna put that link in the chat? Would you guys mind coming over and we'll just start the show over, and we're gonna abbreviate it. We're gonna go right into it. We're gonna get into Today in Gaming. We're gonna act like this never happened, and we're just gonna forget about this whole thing. But I'm gonna need you guys to do it. But first,
Do it live. Do it live.
That's right. So just hang tight, okay? Blabs, read off these super chats real quick. If we have any Rumble rants, do that. Give me a second. I'm gonna disappear and make a new thing, and I'm gonna come back with a new link for everybody. Hang tight.
Okay. Benjamin says Dr. Girlfriend is a character from the Venture Bros. She has extremely deep voice blabs. I think you can listen into a clip on stream, at least I think. Thank you, Benjamin. I still don't know who that is. Anyway.
Like a Rachel Maddow voice. It's no big deal.
Anyway, Kratos says crackling across the board about 10% of the time. It's not unbearable. Miner says Craig Huginus. No, maybe. Meh. What's pineapple?
Craig Eugenus.
Ew. Anyway, let me go see if there's something I need to catch up with on the Rumbles. Yes. Okay.
It's Hugh Jackman's brother, Huge Ass Man.
Okay. Matthew says, did Razor see the white men donation stream? I think that means the White Harris people. Anyway, Jimmy Nature says, Razor Fist, where can us normal men and women get your color version of Ghost of the Badlands? In stock anywhere?
I have a pinned tweet on my Twitter that has the page where you can go order it, the hardcover and the softcover, actually.
Okay, and then over on local, Spoon Ninja says Computer Works. Thanks. And I have Meme says, I went to a community named Razor. I told them that they should try to touch grass. 15 minutes later, they banned me. It shows that even 4 years later, Reddit is a hive mind of leftist brain rot. Look at that. You have your own little Reddit thing against you. That's so sweet.
No. Zero Coof is what it's called.
Oh, I thought it was like a little thing for you, like a razor.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you're surprised that Reddit is woke, they're like partially owned by communist China, guys. Like, I don't know why anyone's surprised.
Okay. Well, I'm caught up on the stuff, and I don't really know what to do anymore because Craig's not back yet. Audio is fixed. Crackling Craig was the problem. Crack is gone. Where'd it gone to? Okay. Audio's
just going back and forth. Bottom line. So yeah, we should probably start a new one. There must just be something funky on this end. I wonder if there's any back end like settings and stuff that he can change.
I don't know. Confirm Craig is the problem. The crackling will return.
It's bad on
like
X.
horror
Okay.
movie.
Yeah.
Reddit is the Discord. Blah blah blah. It's just rubber banding. It's better. It's fixed. He left for our Crackle. Have you ever seen the Crackle Spec commercial?
I don't know what that is.
When I was a kid, you've never seen the little spoof of the Crackle Spec. It was basically like a piece of plastic to cover your butt crack for plumbers.
What?
Anyway.
Okay.
Hi.
I saw the chat.
What?
Hey, I'm the one who's causing the cracking. Am I bringing the cracking back when I come back? This is what happens when you bring your entire studio to San Diego and you come back and you try to reset it all up. Everything was fine yesterday, which is weird.
Everything was fine. So I don't think that's it.
Maybe you shouldn't have come back, Craig.
Okay. I know. Okay, so here's the irony of all this is that I just set up a new stream over on YouTube. So now it's like, oh great, here we are. But everything is good. Everything is fine. No cracking now. It's okay. I hate when things like this happen, but it is what it is. This is the internet. Okay.
Leave it alone for now.
Yeah, we'll let it be. We'll let it be. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna unlist that other stream really fast, and if we need to use it, we need to use it. Okay, we'll figure it out. Give me just 1 second.
Somebody mentioned Cracklin' Oat Bran, dude. That cereal's good.
I want cereal.
Man, hey Razor, top 3 cereals go.
Ooh, Raisin Nut Bran, Cracklin' Oat Bran. Ooh.
You're just a big brand fanboy.
I am a big brand fanboy. I like to be regular. All right. I like for my cereal to come with a free roll of toilet paper. Don't judge. And then what? Golden Grams all day long. I love them.
Dude, Golden Grams is legit. And someone said Razor eats like a grandma.
It's true.
That's not true. I don't have grape nuts.
Man, the best cereal I've ever had was s'more cereal. S'more cereal, which is like a combination of Cocoa Puffs, graham crack, Golden Grams, and then like those tiny little awesome crappy marshmallows. They're the best, man.
Oh, French Toast Crunch. Just
not bad. I'd rather have chocolate milk than cinnamon milk, personally.
Have you done diabetes in a bowl, Oreo O's?
Oh, yeah, I know. That
sounds fantastic. Well, I get the Sugarfoot.
Oh, it's amazing.
Let's turn our into cereal.
I don't know why they kept making cereal after they invented Oreo O's. I got to be honest. It was incredible.
All right. Everything is set. We're back at it. We're good. We're 34 minutes in. We got a lot going on. Thank you for your patience. I don't know what happened. don't know.
Ray and I had a great time. Just bloopers.
Well, I'll tell you what, Blabs. 35 minutes in. Give us today in gaming history.
Okay, so I actually really want to talk about this one game. So today is July 30th, so we have The King of the Fighters released back in 1996. We have Mario Strikers Charge releasing back in 2007. And then we have a game called Fat Princess releasing back in 2009.
Oh
Dude, I have to do you guys know what Fat Princess is?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. It was infamous back in the day.
I just learned about it the other day and I'm like, oh my god, I want to play this game.
By the way, Blabs,
Yeah.
just point out 3 bangers today.
Oh, thank you. You should see tomorrow's without actually pulling it up, please. That is what I say.
Sorry. 3 great games today. That's awesome. Great job.
Thanks.
Great job. Yeah.
Just some of the days you just have bad takes. There's you can't get them.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just games.
Yeah.
Fat Princess reminds me. You ever play Breath of Fire 2?
Yeah.
So Breath of Fire 2, there was a brilliant quest where there was a queen who got really fat. She was infected by a demon and it made her obese. So you have to shrink down and go into her bloodstream and fight the fat cells.
Nice.
And then I remember playing that just a few years ago and going, here's a thing that wouldn't fly in 2020 or whenever that was.
Right. Hey,
Can I read the synopsis for Fat Princess in case some people don't know what it is? 'Cause it sounds awesome.
Didn't you have a trailer for it as well?
I do have a trailer. Shall we just watch that instead?
Well, real quick, before we get into the trailer for Fat Princess, I'd also like to point out some other games released today in video game history.
Stop it, Craig.
Include
You're not doing your own segment.
Say
Oh,
your
look, the
lane,
crackling
Craig.
came back. This is my show. Anyway, hi.
Here's a story.
include Blaster Master,
Why?
includes Hockey and Rocky 2. Those are some good ones as well. Blaster Master is probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
Just want to throw that. And also Silent Hill 4, The Room.
Oh, that's my favorite Silent Hill. It's a great game.
Yeah. So there's that. Yes, Blabs. I'm sorry. Continue.
So I shall play the trailer for Fat Princess now.
Yeah, let's see it.
Yay. We'll go back here.
2009.
Mm-hmm. Hello? Okay.
The Legend of the Fat Princess.
Can I just say, I already love the sound. Like, nobody narrates like that stuff anymore. That was so 2010 era. Anyway.
One day, while walking through the woods, two princesses came across a most mysterious cake growing out of the ground. In the blink of an eye, the princesses were overwhelmed by the intense yumminess.
They were
Then
over
one day, the princess has been kidnapped. Why, those sneaky little buggers. This means war. Let the battle commence. Excellent! Let the slaughter begin! We are victorious!
That's Princess!
Cake for everyone!
Oh,
Wow.
hey.
You know,
That's
they
all.
could race swap this and just spell fat differently. I'm telling you.
Dude, I want to play this game. I also really like Fat Princess. Yeah, perfect.
Wow. Okay, nice. Nice.
Pretty
Yeah. That would be seen as very problematic today. And big issues with that. Big issues. But I got to be honest. Love it. I remember that game when it first came out. I remember people being like, what? Fat Princess? But it wasn't wasn't like it would be today. And I know that sounds crazy. It was 15 years ago, but today, if they made a Fat Princess 2, I'm not sure if it would be panned or if it would be praised.
Right.
Somebody says Lizzo's Quest.
Yep.
That's great. That's great. I love it. Well, that is great news. That Fat. I wonder how Fat Princess sold.
Can we play that on Steam? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I don't know. I just know it was on for the PlayStation 3 back in the day. Released almost 15 years ago today. As you said, built around that. So
man, you can't get it. You can only get fat goblins.
It was Fat Goblin.
Been on
It's not
Twitter.
even out yet. It's gonna release in the next couple months, Q4 2024.
So apparently, when this game was released, some feminist groups criticized the game's premise, accusing it of reinforcing stereotypes and promoting prejudice against overweight women.
Yeah, I think Sarkeesian got cranky at it.
No, boy.
Dude, this fat goblins thing is very similar to Fat Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare for Goblin Pact, hat stealing, and princess fattening team-based 16v16 combat. Siege the castle walls, rescue your pudgy princess, fatten up the enemy princess with delicious meat, unlock new hats and weapons, and kill each other repeatedly in silly and chaotic PvP. I'm down. I want to play this.
Did you see those photos of Sarkeesian a few months back? I think she turned into a fat goblin.
Yoicks. All right. So that's awesome. Hey, before we get into hard news, which is going to be a bunch of quick hits today, just forewarning you guys on that. Saw this yesterday. Our friend Kara Lynn, she's been going through like a bunch of movies. She's been watching a bunch of movies with her hubby for the first time, and she's been posting them on X. And yesterday, Razor, she watched Running Man for the first time. And I said, hey, there Blabs just like disappeared. She literally just disappeared. I said, hey, like, let Blabs know if she should watch it. And Kara responded with, the answer is yes. Now, obviously, if Blabs isn't here, we can't make she decided to refresh.
Great timing, Blabs.
Yes, at the perfect time. Blabs, did you just need to refresh at the perfect time right there, or what?
I did say I was having issues about 2 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, so Blabs, the point
I also left because I heard you talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I was like, perfect time.
Anyways, Kara saw Running Man for the first time, and she said you need to watch it. So just saying, don't give Kara that face.
I'm not giving Kara that face. I'm giving you that face.
No, don't do that. Don't be mean to Kara like that. It's gonna get bad.
I'm not being mean to Kara. I'm being mean to you. I just said so.
Someone make sure to clip that and definitely don't send it to Kara because she was being extremely rude to Kara just now.
I think you know what you are.
I feel the waves.
Girl.
I feel the waves of passive aggression coming off.
That's just me. I'm hungry. I'm sorry.
Feel a little something.
All right.
You should be in that Snickers commercial. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
I think it's just a woman thing, but when I'm hungry, leave me the fuck alone because I will just be miserable to you. And then as soon as I get food, I'm like, and I'm fine again. I don't know if it's just a woman thing or it's just me.
No,
I think it's diabetes, actually.
I don't have diabetes. I've been checked.
You haven't checked?
No, I have been.
Okay.
You have been? Why?
Most people are. Everybody has at one point in their life. Like, to make sure, their blood levels are good and everything.
All right.
All right. Well, let's okay. Let's all get checked for diabetes and let's go to hard news. I'm not one to pat myself on the back, but I do feel like I am the master of the transition from segment to segment. I do think I'm pretty damn good at that.
Are you the master of just transitioning?
Yeah.
No, I said transition.
Cragget.
What'd you say?
Cragget.
Oh, I thought you said something else. I was like, wow.
Oh.
No, that's TOGAF. I don't say that.
Wow. All right. Like I said, lots of quick hits today.
I think she's hungry, all right, for something spicy.
No joke. Hungry for getting canceled. All right. So this took place yesterday, which I'm waiting for this. Oh no.
She's squeak laughing. What is going on here? What did we do?
I'm crying.
We're like letting air out of a balloon.
Got anything else? Any other barn busters you want to bust out today, Blab?
No, I'm good.
You want to say the hard R for a moment or no?
I didn't say that. I said Craigette. I'm actually crying of laughter. That's hilarious.
Can you please, if someone could take that and bleep in a bleep right before?
Right there.
Yeah,
Right there. You remember back when Jimmy Kimmel was almost funny for a minute when he used to do unnecessary censorship on his show?
No. Yeah.
It'd be a clip of somebody talking on a news program, and it'd be a perfectly innocent clip, and then he'd just beep it out at certain times to make it sound absolutely filthy.
Brilliant.
I love that.
Yeah, that's great. Someone should bring back that bit. Just totally steal it from him.
Somebody should bring back Jimmy Kimmel's funny bone.
Dude, was it this show? I mean, I know it was Side Scrollers, but I don't remember if it was with you, Razor, where we watched the intro to the Man Show, the very beginning of the Man Show.
Right.
Oh my God. Like two totally different people. It's ridiculous.
No kidding.
All right. So anyways, this would probably be featured on the Man Show if this happened. How do you feel about Corvettes, Razor? Are you a Corvette guy?
They're cool. I don't own them, but they're cool.
Yeah. The Corvette is I think it has some nice curves to it. You know, it's a nice car. It's not as sexy as it used to be. They used to be vroom, 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 go, go, go. But
nothing is.
Yeah. But they're a thing. But I'll tell you what, this happened. I'm guessing this looks like it was Miami. Palm trees and stuff, nice weather outside. But I don't know if you saw this being passed around yesterday. This guy was very upset. He was getting honked at by the car behind him. Did you see this, Razor? Okay, here we go. Let's see how this plays out. Look at how upset this guy is.
Look how douchey he is before we go any further.
Oh yeah. I mean, he looks straight out of the need to go do some shorts on some stocks.
Page 3 of the LL Bean catalog. Yes,
right.
Actually, he's a little tan. It might be like the LL Bean burrito catalog. I don't know, but anyway. Continue.
So here we are. He's upset. He's got glasses on out of his car. I mean, something must have happened here. And this girl behind her talked to her drink. So what does he do? What do you think the next logical response here is, Razor?
Run him over?
No. The next natural response for him is go straight Karate Kid.
What? Oh. What? He did not think he was going to be able to do that.
This is straight out of Karate Kid 3, breaking that wood from Master Soda.
Look at his height that he gets. The height, man.
He did get up. This is quite an athlete right here. He got a good 12 to 14 inches off the ground. Now he does. You notice his hand is propping him up extra high here.
Yeah, right.
Yes, but the sheer karate chop through, the complete follow through with the fist.
The dad bod skinny jeans combo makes him look like a popsicle.
It looks better on reverse.
In reverse right here? Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
But quite
it's
impressive.
like he fixes it.
Yeah. Here you go.
I think he's surprised. I think he's surprised. That's why he turns around and goes.
I think so too. I think at this point he looks and he goes, "Oh my God, look what I did!"
Right? That's what he's thinking. And
then he kind of goes back to his car.
Like, wait, I forgot modern cars are pieces of crap.
If I'm honest, at this point, if I'm this girl, don't I just rear end him? Don't I just?
Because then you get in trouble for it.
Yeah. I realize that she's doing the right thing here and taking a picture of his license plate. I mean, I get it, but if I was that guy, I wouldn't have any patience. I would just run him over. I would be in jail right now. That's all I'm saying. And he rolls off.
Wow. And almost T-bones someone else. Yeah, he didn't think he was going to be able to do that. He's literally running away.
Yeah, I agree. And you wonder what led up to this here, but
What an absolute chundering knob.
watch it in real time here. He's like powering up like Goku over here. Oh, Hakami.
Super Saiyan!
What the hell?
Oh.
Bravely ran away.
Well, there you go. Congratulations, that guy. Sounds like he's got a lawsuit on his hands, or at least he's got to pay for damages eventually. So,
right,
good on him. I'd love to see a follow up to that story, but we'll probably never see it. All right, let's go and move on to another quick hit. Like I said, lots of quick hits today. Appreciate you guys popping in. Thanks so much for your super chats. We get to every single one of them today as we go on through. See a lot of you guys interested in Fat Princess. That's fat with an F.
Can we play? Oh, we can't. Never mind. The song's name. Never mind.
All right. You remember Home Alone, right? Obviously, one of the greatest Christmas movies ever. It's replayed every year. It's the best. Is it his name Daniel Stern, the guy who played? Is it Daniel Stern, the guy who played the one of the?
Marv. Yeah,
Marv. Right. He's the guy
who isn't Joe Pesci.
Yes. Now he's still around, and let's put this in. This is kind of fun. Let me go to refresh this so we get a nice start here. So this is him doing a short, and if you look in the background here, you can see all the craziness. It's just pictures of. Apparently, this is a thing. People send him pictures of him with a spider on his face.
Oh my god,
that's hilarious.
I mean, but he knows what the people want.
As the saying goes, sometimes you just gotta give them what they want.
Easy. That's a Chinese delicacy on your face. Relax.
Yeah, nice.
I love that he reacted. I thought that was great.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I wore that VHS tape out as a kid.
Dude, I remember that movie was in theaters for like through the summer of that year. It was back in the day where movies would just it almost ran into the release of the VHS because the idea was you'd release the VHS like the year later. And we actually look up to see what the theatrical run of Home Alone was, because I remember it was released in November. It was Christmas time leading up to whenever, 1991, 92, whenever it was. And I swear I remember it going well into almost the summer of that year. How long it was actually.
Home Alone was the #1 film at the box office for 12 consecutive weeks from its release weekend of November 16th to the 18th of 1990 through the weekend of February 1st to 3rd, 1991. It was removed from the top spot when Sleeping with the Enemy opened with 13 million.
Wow. Okay, think about that. It was the #1 movie for not 12 weeks. Sounds like a lot. 3 months, a quarter of the year. So that's insane to think.
And then on home video, forget about it. About it.
Oh my gosh.
That was #1 rental for how long? And then the terrible video game came out, and I bought that because I was a kid and I was retarded.
Yeah. Yep.
I could have had any game for Christmas. I asked for that piece of garbage.
The thing is, we heard about all that stuff. There's all these movie tie-ins to games back in the day, and sometimes you just played them because it had the movie associated with it. It's awesome, and they were really bad. Most of them were bad, and you knew what you were getting into, right? Yeah. Simpsons games probably pretty bad outside of the arcade game. Home Alone was really bad. The only games that you knew were going to be good were the Capcom Disney games. That's it. And everything else was
good movie from around that time, and a good game, at least in my opinion, is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, which was the same kind of thing where it just stayed #1 in theaters forever. Same thing.
Prince of Thieves, man, back in the day. All for one and one for all. That was the theme to that movie, right? Bryan Adams, is that who it was? Wasn't that the theme for it? Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that, right?
It was a Bryan Adams song. It wasn't that one. What was that?
No, that was.
Are you trying to think of the Musketeers over there?
Musketeers. That's right. No. That was Musketeers
And Craig calls me uncultured.
Right?
I'm getting my early '90s Bryan Adams themes.
Get your geriatric moment in time. Next, we're talking about Spirit, the stallion for Bryan Adams.
Yeah, I would sing it, but I haven't gargled with gravel recently, so I can't sound like Bryan Adams. But it was everything I do.
Yes, that's right.
Oh my God, it was everywhere. That song.
For you. That's right. There you go. See, I knew I was close. Anyways.
No cigar.
Yeah, close but no cigar. Sometimes that happens. All right. So I just got back from San Diego Comic-Con. And, it's a convention of all sorts of folks. The hobby is comics and media, movies, some video games there, mostly comics and stuff like that. But this is the type of convention that I don't think, look, there's some messed up people at Comic-Con. Let's just be real. You get 200,000 people in a room together, right? There's some messed up people. But I think per capita, the ratio of messed up people is probably higher at this convention of women with fake children. Did you see this going around the internet yesterday, Razor?
What?
Here we go.
Fake babies?
Yep.
What, like Pete Buttigieg? What is?
So you see all these women, and they're literally holding their fake children.
They're holding baby dolls?
Yes, and they're treating them like they're real children. So there's that.
I'm noticing a certain physical uniformity to most of these women.
What? Oh man! And then look at this guy. This guy's a creeper here. I'm just saying, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it looks like Mr. Beast, actually.
Or one of his
got the haircut.
Oh my God! Razor, I think you're right. There is
a lot of Richard Simmons dancers in the background.
Right. So this is a thing apparently, and they're brushing their do you think you have to ask permission to brush your other friend's doll's baby's hair?
Oh my God! Oh Jesus Christ! If you today in crippling existential depression news, what was that?
That's a thing.
Oh.
That's a thing. And these people are, Blads, can you do a little research on this? Look up fake child convention or something. How do you search for this? What do you do? Not only is that creepy,
baby doll enthusiasts? I don't know.
Man, I don't know. What do you search for with that? And I wonder how many people attend this thing. Is it a group of 20 cat moms?
We've all seen worse. It's the internet.
Dude.
What?
Okay, so this already happened. May 29th to June 1st.
Yeah.
We have the Rose International Doll Expo.
Okay.
They actually have expos for dolls.
Okay. So
Sponsor of the baby shower. What?
A baby.
Hold on, Blabs, please scroll up. Go to the top. Is there an About Us, please?
No.
No? Okay. There's look at the classes. What are the classes? Because this is important stuff.
This is like when you graduate from being a cat mom.
Right.
Hair painting, beginner silicone.
Here's your insanity diploma, fat lady.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. This is slightly different because this is actually making dolls, someone who makes dolls, right?
Okay. All right.
Hair painting, mono rooting. What the hell is ethnic reborning class? What is that? Okay. Ethnic painting class. Hello, my name is Anna. Hi, Anna.
Wait, hold on. Do you see how much the class is?
Yeah.
Holy bucket.
$1,000.
Limited to 10 students only. How did we get here?
What?
What you will learn in class: how to prep a blank kit in order to have a good base for painting, basic ethnic painting techniques, missing ethnic paint palettes. Wow, so this is really hardcore painting stuff.
Can you put a price on distracting yourself from your sexless existence and fallow womb? Let's be honest.
I
I mean, listen, if they want to make
Real.
dolls and everything, that's fine by them. Perhaps they actually are professionals and like they work for like American Girls or something like that, right? But it's kind of creepy. A little bit. Or like they go and work to Barbies. I don't know, a bit weird. I prefer this than the actual people holding the fake dolls thinking they're children. Just saying. I'd rather let them do the painting and stuff than actually pretend they have a child in their hands when it's a doll.
I mean, sure, yes. I'd much rather it be the ladies creating the dolls than the ladies holding the dolls pretending they're their children. Yes.
You hear Doll Expo and you think, oh, it's doll makers going to sell their wares.
I think of Pinocchio's dad.
We've all had the grandma who has the dolls in the room, right? The bunch of dolls in the room. They just collect them. They don't burp them and change their diapers and go to a con and push them around in a stroller like a psychopath.
Oh my god, how weird! How weird!
This is a rabbit hole here. Like, this is awful.
This wasn't the plan.
This would be a great like expose on YouTube. Like, I went to the psycho. Like, I'm thinking of the title. I went to the Doll Expo or whatever. This is Commodore 64 says they call them reborn children. What? That can't be real. Like, is it a way? Like, is this a
like Mormons with the spirit babies? Is that the idea? They're like, what?
Labs, quick.
There's souvenirs that you can buy. A stroller 2-day. Why do you need a stroller?
Comes with a complimentary Prozac prescription.
Oh my god! If you would like to rent a small umbrella stroller during the 2 show days we have you covered. You can even, it's like you can get a stroller and you can put an umbrella on it for your little baby doll.
All right. So look,
for only $30, what a steal!
I started this show back at Screw Attack in 2006, and people go, the show has changed, Craig. And I say, did you watch the show between 2006 and 2013 or 14, whenever it ended? Because this is the same type of stuff that we would always laugh at. The problem is that now we just have more of it. So now we fill the entire show with this absolute insanity. So here we are. Don't tell me I've changed.
They have changed their fictitious children.
Oh no.
God. Oh, this is grim.
Looks like just a bunch of
They do. They look like dead babies.
What is that? Is that the umbilical cord still on it? Oh my god.
Stop.
Okay, that's kind of cute.
I'm ready to move on.
That's weird.
What? Labs is going to be future lady with weird doll.
Hell no. I'm saying like that's cute. Like, as in, like, that would be an ideal, like, photo for your actual baby when it's born, right?
Don't justify it, Labs.
I don't want a baby doll. Listen. Anytime I want to hang out with kids, I go and bother my nephew. We play Jurassic World together. And then when he starts crying, I give it back to his mom. I'm like, there you go.
Okay. Let's go and make the smooth transition over to Hollywood now.
It's like a baby's butt.
I give him a NyQuil. I stopped giving it to him when his breathing slows down. It's no big deal.
All right. We saw the big announcement at Comic-Con with Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom over the weekend. That was quite the shocker.
He has a doctorate in Doom.
Hey-o. Now, what's interesting here is the paycheck associated with this. Now, there's this figure going around Razor about how much Robert Downey Jr. has earned from being a part of the MCU so far.
Audio's crackling for you.
What?
Yeah,
Me?
chat says you.
What? Just all of a sudden?
I think they're trying to say for you to shut up, Craig. Yeah, basically.
All right, let's go crazy. Guide us. Let's play the Price is Right game, Razor. How much do you think Robert Downey Jr. has earned over his career from the MCU?
I don't know. Can we count that high? Okay, he's been in 3 Iron Man movies. How many Avenger movies? 500. He was in Spider-Man Homecoming, was it? I can't remember which.
He was in the first one.
It's got to be closing in on 20 mil. It's got to be something huge.
How about even bigger than that? I don't know how well you can see that. Let me zoom in for you.
Okay, I
Robert
was
Downey Jr. has
lowballing.
earned $500 million to $600 million from the MCU so
Okay.
far. He will now also get perks that include a private jet travel, dedicated security, and a whole trailer encampment. Mind you, these are the people who are like, we need to be green and save the environment, but he gets his own jet. Isn't that wild? Okay, bye, Craig. Just gonna look at the chair stream. Look at that. Hang on. Yeah.
Just
Look at that
hanging
chair.
Just chatting.
Oh, he's changing his cables. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that is how much RDJ is gonna get, which is insane. 500 to 600 million. What would you do with all that money?
Probably not be in crappy Marvel movies in the future.
I feel like he's kind of like ruining his career with this.
Yeah, it's like you just got out of the pigeonhole. Of course, who knows? Maybe it wasn't like people were beating down his door to do other stuff because he's so typecast as a Marvel guy now.
Perhaps, but also like think of all the projects he won't be able to do now because he just signed X amount of years of his life away. I'm assuming they're starting next year for filming. This movie doesn't come out until like what, 2026 or 2027. So it's like 2-3 years of that, and then if there's another one.
You're signing on to Marvel when they're releasing movies about how bad Marvel movies are. I mean, that's basically what Deadpool Wolverine was.
Now they're saying we're all crackling. Oh, it's all bad, Craig. They're saying we're crackling again too. Everybody.
Everything sounds fine on our side, for the record, guys.
Yeah.
This is totally on the streams side, on the server side.
Oh my god.
StreamYards.
Yeah.
Is there some like setting as far as like what bit rate you're streaming at, what your audio kilobytes per second and whatnot is?
No, not really. Not on the back end. No, there's nothing on StreamYards that does that. Unfortunately.
I'm seeing on the general it says resolution 720p.
Yeah, I mean we're streaming just at 720 and that's it. There's no audio change or anything like that. How unfortunate is that? That sucks. So here's the thing, guys. Will says switch to mono, and maybe let me see if I can switch to that in real time. Let's see. No, we're not even streaming in stereo. Yeah. Okay, that's weird. So I don't want to do a small refresh.
Well, chat says it's not unbearable.
Anybody have like 2 styrofoam cups and a string? We can just
That's what it feels like, man.
Get this going.
Yeah, I don't even know. Well, let me say this. We're scheduled this afternoon to have an extra stream, by the way. Today at 3:00, so in about 3 hours from now. I didn't get an even chance to promote this at the start of the show, but we're gonna have an extra stream at 3:00 today, scheduled, assuming we get all this stuff scored away. And we're gonna be talking with a retired game developer who left the industry because all the insanity and the wokeness associated with it. So just kind of put that in the back of your mind for a little bit after this afternoon at 3:00. It's about 3 hours from now. So you're going to see a lot of me today, assuming we get all this scored away. I may use another issue. So, okay, people say it's fine. So that's weird. Like it's got to be on the back end of this. So
it comes and goes like Magic Johnson's HIV.
Well, let's just say this. If you guys can just power through it with us, just like Magic Johnson did.
Yes.
So
get blood infusions of money.
Yes. All right, Blabs, I want to go to this Titanic star, this Titanic thing. I cannot pull this up because I got an ad blocker on. Can you please pull up the story about the Titanic child star? Because I know exactly. I wouldn't call this a star.
Yeah, it's the little kid who dies. This little boy in the Titanic.
I've not seen this, but this article is about how much money he made.
Yeah, so without doing spoilers, I'm trying to just show the images. Here we go. So this little boy, remember the scene? His mother is tucking away his sister and himself to bed, and they're all going to die because they're all going to drown. Yay!
Yeah, it's probably like one of the more heartbreaking scenes in the movie because you know they're going to die, and she's saying a prayer for them.
Yeah,
and they're on their way to death.
Right. So here's the thing. He actually gets royalty money from this
Good.
movie that was released back in 1997.
So they got
So
points on the film in his contract.
Yeah, so great managers or whoever it was, assisting him to get the nice little contract there. But let's just do the prices right with Razor. How much do you think of a royalty check this man gets every year?
No, I haven't seen it either, so I don't know.
So Craig, you can play too.
Yep.
This is tough because I don't know what a standard like royalty rate would be. That movie plays all the time on TV, on streaming services. It's got to be a nice chunk of change. He's got to at least make $250,000 a check. Like, he's got to make good money.
Wow.
Am I crazy?
I think you're crazy.
Okay, never mind.
What about you, Craig?
Because I'm thinking of how often I turn on the TV and this.
Well, you got to think of how long he's actually in the movie for and everything.
Right.
Fair enough.
So I remember there was this old UHF, which is like one of my favorite movies ever, right? It's the Weird Al movie from back in the day. And I remember seeing this bonus feature with Emo Phillips. And he was in the movie, and he was talking about the bonus checks that he gets from UHF. And he's like, it's the gift that keeps on giving. And his check was like for 3 cents, right? It was awesome.
Like the episode of Seinfeld where he gets an advertisement in Japan and he gets like the 1 cent checks that he has to endorse all at once.
So is this for the lifetime of it?
It's a check every year. That's how they work.
Every year.
So this is what we're going off of. The total check he gets every year. I'm going to say all in, he gets a check every year for being in those 3 scenes for $800.
So you are incorrect, and also every year changes. So it depends. Yeah. He says like when it first came out, he had gotten more money, but all in all, so far he's actually received $30,000. Which is just, it's nice. It's just an extra chunk of change for something he did as a kid. So basically, he just gets like $100 to $250 a year.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like only that. But if you think about it, he was in the Titanic movie bonus, and he gets all this extra money for free every year, just as royalty check. Like, oh hey, that's an extra $100 I can use on my bills.
I was expecting more. Yeah,
I know, but yeah, no.
Man. $250,000. Geez, that'd be awesome.
I don't know anything about how royalties in films work.
Yeah, it depends.
And apparently
on, like,
neither
the
do actors
and
unions because they keep striking over it.
Like the Harry Potter crew has gotten a nice royalty check every year. Like they are set for life, and it's not even like the trio like either. Like the other minor characters, they did a good job. They're all set for life. So like if you have a good manager for these royalty checks, you'll never have to work after.
Craig, we need a Harry Potter counter for her.
We do.
I never talked about it all stream. I was using a great example. Yeah. You can probably even use that for Star Wars people too.
Every time he's mentioned, it'll just be Harry Potter counter 1, and there'll be a little "You're a wizard, Harry" sound effect that'll pop up every single time.
Yeah, can we do that?
If you can get the "You're a wizard" sound effect,
I will. Just go to YouTube. You're a wizard, Harry.
Hey, as pointed out by Shane O'Mac, Benny Johnson says that on X earlier that Streamlabs was messing up. So I'm guessing he meant StreamYard because yeah. Okay, good to know. So good to know it's not just us.
I mean, I usually just blame Craig anyway, but
good point. Yeah. Another real quick hit here as we keep going. Okay, I have a launch model Xbox One. Back in the day. I'm very proud of it. I've turned it on like 4 times.
Yeah, right.
But apparently, news today, the launch model Xbox One consoles with older firmware are reportedly failing to update. So now it's more or less a brick, as they say.
How hilarious is that, by the way? Because remember, one of the reasons the Xbox One bombed is because everybody was pissed that it had an always online requirement.
Yes.
No, it's literally problem solved, guys. It only took 15 years? I don't even know.
Do you remember the viral campaign?
No, 10 years. 10 years. Like 10 full years. Yeah.
I have the Xbox One S. I'm assuming I'm not included in that.
No, it would not be included. Yes. Do you remember back in the day, Razor? It was incredibly viral. incredibly smart as well. The campaign that Sony put out after Xbox, it was during E3, where they're like, you need to have DRM, you can't share our games, blah 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 blah. And then those how to share PlayStation games,
and then just hand it over.
Right. I mean,
it was a total kill shot. It was so brilliant, and it was such BS because Sony planned to do the exact same thing with the PS4. They saw Microsoft take all that flack, and they were like, "Oh, let's not do that."
Right.
It's so funny, but it was an absolute kill shot. I agree.
Yes. This was 11 years ago now, and this was back when the PlayStation was going to be released, and they were going up head to head. And for reference, Blabs, Xbox has their E3 presentation, and they're like, "This is how you can share games. You can't. Everything is locked to the console, and it's impossible to share your games. If you want to share your games, you can't do that." And everyone's like, "Yo, what the?" Right? And then like literally that night, Sony released this video.
Yep.
This is how you share your games on PS4.
That is hilarious. Wow.
Total
that is
burn.
the nicest FU ever.
Brilliant, but really deceptive because PS4 had the same features baked into the console. Apparently they had issues. They had to update the firmware later to get rid of that. Like they were ready to do the exact same thing, but brilliant to reverse course and just totally like lob that back into their side of the court. Total kill shot.
I mean, it was when you say like the top comment on that is, I don't think Xbox ever recovered from that.
They didn't. Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the Series X now, they learned. It's the only console on the market right now that you can just take an old Xbox disc, an old whatever disc, and just slide it into the tray and play an old game. It's the only console you can do that with now. But no one cares because the damage was done.
It was the pivot that quickly was so brilliant. And to see a company like that big, that bloated, that like you would think they would need to go through lawyers to do all that, and there was this asterisk on the bottom about, how to share, whatever, but just the visualization of here you go. Perfect stuff. All right, let's move on. Let's go to That Park Place for this story here. And this is the continuing saga of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. As Razor, I'm sure you saw Mrs. Freeze. Season 2.
It's ma'am. That's
right. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Lesbian Mrs. Freeze Season 2 update bombs with players. Game has lost 95% of its player base since February, which, by the way, this is real. This is a real skin that's used in the game, which is just absolutely amazing.
Wow. What's 95% of 2 people?
Right. Very low. But at the time of this writing, this was from a few days ago, and we are playing catch up on a few articles because we've been really surrounded by this Mr. Beast stuff. But so Mrs. Freeze came out and the season 2 update, and it just bombed. Right at the time of this, there was less than 600 people playing the game.
Holy crap! 600.
It's gotten worse, Razor. That was at its peak. This was when an article was written right here. Let's see, the 25th right here. This is when it was written, and it had 572 players. Right now, it's sitting at 318 players right now.
Bruh.
So nobody is playing this game except for like the developers who are trying to work on it and trying to save it. So it's just a continuous saga. At one point, it was down to 30. Like their update, I mean, it boosted some people, right? But you see, man, it's look at this, just absolute drop. This chaos here. It's almost sad to see just how insane it's dropped over the course. I mean,
it's not sad to see this. It's sad to see what led to this. It's sad to see what Rocksteady was reduced to when they made this game. They thought ESG money was going to save their studio. That's what they thought. And it never does, and it didn't. And it always winds up being the limestone hat that you wear when they put you 6 feet under. That's always how it works. And they're just the latest sap to take the bait. Like I said, it's not, get woke, go broke. It's go broke, get woke, ultimately croak. They were broke, they took the woke money, and now they're croaking.
And now they croak. Speaking of other games that have croaked in related to Sweet Baby Inc., we haven't touched on this game yet, but Flintlock, the Siege of Dawn launched, and it didn't launch to a whole lot of players, but since it launched, it has lost 70% of its
Again,
players.
what is 70% of 2?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because 70% of their player base is 104 players.
Damn.
So
That's such a shame.
So that studio's out of business.
Right.
Wow. Can you really call them players though when they're all getting the game for free on Game Pass?
Well, this is all via Steam right here. But and you're right. These are players that are those who are playing it for free as included in it. So
right.
You can call gamers toxic all you want, but at a certain point, you should probably listen to your audience, right? Because at some point, you have to look at the results associated with companies like if Sweet Baby Inc. is even sniffed association with your game, it is dead on arrival unless it's attached to the biggest IP in video games like Spider-Man. It's going to fail. If you have an original IP that's associated with this, even an established IP like Suicide Squad that they're trying to get off the ground, we've seen it. We've seen established IPs and we've seen new IPs, and they've all fallen apart just from association with these companies. I don't know much how clear you can make it. Your game will fail. How much is it worth to you?
They don't get that what we're witnessing here. You remember when British Petroleum had that spill in the Gulf of Mexico and that whole controversy? South Park made fun of it. We're sorry. We're sorry. The CEO naked on a bearskin rug. We're sorry. Right? Sweet Baby Inc. are at that place. They don't seem to understand that they are the new BP oil. They're the BP oil of gaming. Anytime you hear their name, it's like, I'm out. And somehow someone still hasn't gotten the memo. I have no idea. But even beyond that, have you seen the game being played? Yeah. It's like you watch it. I remember when it was revealed. It was like the 15th straight game in a procession of brown girl bosses as protagonists. It was like just another one for the pile. Carbon dated hack and slash gameplay. Suntan girl boss protagonist. She couldn't be any more sassy without a Maury Povich logo in the lower third of the screen, right? Like snapping. Can't imagine why this failed to connect with an overwhelmingly male Caucasian gamer demographic, as we have established in the past, right? They're chasing after, reminds me a little bit of Frank Miller back in the day, talking about Marvel Comics and saying how much energy was wasted trying to sell comics to kids that aren't there. It's that in the gaming industry, except we're chasing down brown non-binary Zherzhims. Like that's where we're at this point in the industry. It's absurd.
I don't disagree. Like I've said this many, many times. Please, somebody show me this modern audience. Show me the modern audience that you're building these games for. Because I don't think anybody has any idea what this modern audience is.
Yeah.
The only person that I could potentially see, I know Smash JT found the singular person of, I'm going to need to go back through my tweets because I think he found the
unicorn
guy, right? Because it does not exist. I think they're just trying to manufacture it so hard this modern audience, and it doesn't exist. At the end of the day, people like boobs, people like blood, people like big hits in football. People just want, like, it's not a hard formula. It's really not. Your audience is dudes. Dudes like this stuff. I know people like, we have this video that's done really, really well where where I talk about Capcom like debunking this idea that 50% of gamers are women, and people are like, well, yeah, but it's like with Candy Crush, and then it is 50%. That's not what we're talking about here. Candy Crush isn't on the PlayStation 5.
It's
not
like saying half of the tabletop gaming community is women because lots of women play Monopoly. Right? There's a slight difference between D&D and Monopoly and Sorry and Candyland. Slight difference. That's what's going on there with the Candy Crush and Wordscape and whatever freaking app on your phone is considered a game now.
So some people are saying the crackling is back. We're just going to need you guys to fight through it. It's a StreamYard problem. It's nothing on our end. It's happening.
I almost can guarantee the replay won't be like that.
I hope that's the case.
I'm wondering, because if it's a server side thing, then that probably won't be the case.
Well, if that's the case, if we look at it on our end, we'll just take this entire episode and re-upload it separately.
We need to clip the 18-minute blooper of just Razor Fist and I as a show.
Yeah, like I said, it's a StreamYard issue. It's not an us issue. We're sorry. We would change it if we could. I think we just need to fight through it. And sorry.
There's nothing we can do to fix the audio. This is a server side issue.
Yeah. All right. So let's go and move on while we can. And thanks for powering through. All right. So let's talk about another game that is destined to fail, specifically from Ubisoft. Because I think, and I don't know if anybody said this out loud, but I think the next few games that Ubisoft is going to release, I think they're going to fail. I think these are the death nails for Ubisoft, right? When I think of Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed that's on the way, I think that game is going to bomb. And I also think the new Star Wars Outlaws is going to bomb.
Maybe.
And you saw, well, so you've seen the response to this. This is the gameplay that was released on IGN 13 days ago. It was also released on X and had like 10 million views, and it just got destroyed over on X. But the gameplay that was released on IGN, the ratio on this, 12,000 likes, 93,000 dislikes, right? Because the gameplay was incredibly bland. It was meh, and we saw this gameplay here, and it looked like something from, like 2006, right? And they put a full 10 minutes up, it's like, going around and whatever, right? So it was not very impressive at all. What's interesting about this was the response that Ubisoft had, and specifically IGN had to this. Because if you scroll down, and this was released 10 days ago, 13 days ago now, I didn't even see this. IGN said, "We've noticed this video isn't airing at optimal quality by default. Please make sure to adjust your video settings to ensure the video has proper fidelity." Right?
Something certainly isn't at proper fidelity.
I love how IGN goes and blames YouTube for the terrible trailer.
Hey,
It's your
IGN.
fault. It's not ours. It's yours.
Right. Hey, IGN, 4K shit is shit. There's no...
Right. So the response to this has not been good at all to the game itself. So Ubisoft has come out and they've responded actually during an earnings call. Some complaints were made. Once again, thanks to that Park Place. Doing some great work over there, by the way. Ubisoft responds to a plethora of complaints about Star Wars Outlaws after gamers roast gameplay. All right, so it was actually brought up on here. And this at this point, this is only 66,000 likes. It's far past that. And you can see some of the responses here. It says IGN single-handedly saving us all money. How to save 80 euros in 10 minutes. The thermal detonation is the worst thing I've seen in modern games. Guys, the AI is completely lifelike. It was just programmed by the director of the Secret Service, right? This guy says, "Guys, calm down. This is footage from the Nintendo GameCube version."
Right.
So And here we go. This is great. The power of one, the power of two, the power of don't pre-order. But this was asked about during a call, and this is after IGN tried to cover for them. Says these negative comments were also brought up in Ubisoft's most recent Q1 sales report call. One investor from Bank America questioned Ubisoft's narrative that the game was receiving positive feedback, because this is one thing that we've seen from them. They were like, everybody loves this game. We're really excited about this game. And they've been spinning this constantly. And they said, and even questioned if Ubisoft would delay the game following the negative feedback. So the Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot responded to the inquiry. He says the game has gone gold. So the date is well confirmed for August 13th. And as you mentioned, we'll be showcasing more content of a very high quality, multiple hours that will really show the depths of the open world. That is a key element of the promise to enjoy the exploration of the galaxy and with multiple planets. So that will bode well for the game in terms of high quality delivery. And then, like, the CFO, the chief financial officer, delivers this gobbledygook. Says, we've said also for Star Wars, the level of quality, the world, and the experience is really very high. We are really leveraging our engine, and I think people will love it. What does this mean? We're really leveraging our engine.
Leveraging.
Like, spoken like a true CFO right there.
What engine? Unreal 2?
Oh, my God. So here we go. Now, you may be asking yourself, the stock price for Ubisoft plummeted 12% after the trailer was released. You can see it right there. This was a few days ago. It was at $19.50 there. And since it has continued to drop, it's sitting at $18.90. And this is the chart over the last little bits here. So this
1890, the last year France had a functioning military. Fantastic.
Here we go. And you can see 3 months here. It's been all over the place, right? They're at a low point right now, though, at 1890 over the last 6 months. Last year to date, they have their highs and they have their lows. They release something, they announce something, people get excited, they go in and buy, and then they lose all their money. But you can see things are not going well for Ubisoft right now.
Wow.
Compared to 5 years ago, they're trading at $71. I mean, that's ridiculous. And you can see they're back. Look at they're trading right here. They're trading back at this is 2015. So if you invested in Ubisoft in 2015, 9 years ago, you have not made money. That's crazy. You just held it.
And not only that, but their travails began 5 years ago when people were locked inside. They couldn't go anywhere, right? Like, that means some of their worst financial years, some of their worst financial quarters came during a time when people were locked inside with nothing to do but watch movies and play games. And they chose to do other things.
Well, I mean, this is back. You speak of like 2020, right? And you look at the actual stocks associated, the actual business of this itself, right? They're seeing a little boom in early 2017, right? This is when Assassin's Creed's at its height. You know, they're pumping out some stuff right there. 2020 hits, they're dropping. 2020 hits, the lockdown hits, and this is back when like
they hit a valley in mid 2020. Look at that.
Well, as they moved into 2021, right? That's what happened. And that's when you start dropping off. How? Ugh. You know, people came back to reality. And I mean, you're right. It's like all in 2020, if your stock in tech was not going up, I mean, what are you doing? You know, as you said, everyone was locked in. So it's just another example. I honestly think that Ubisoft will have an opportunity. I mean, I don't think they're going to close, but I think that their value will be so low that they will be sold to another company. Somebody's going to come in and eat them up and grab those IPs.
It won't be Embracer. We know that.
No, it will not. No, but I could see even like Nintendo coming in and swooping them up or buying certain IPs. Like Rabbids fits a Nintendo IP. You know, I could see them buying. They've had a partnership there and just buying that IP from them. Instead of the whole studio. That'd be really interesting, you know. So yeah, I mean, it's just more of the same from Ubisoft. So it's crazy. All right, let's go and move on real quick to Blabs. Do you think we should hold off on the Olympic stuff?
I do, just in case the audio is really messed up, and we can have Arch's opinion tomorrow on the Olympics, and I kind of want to hear what he has to say.
Okay.
Not disrespecting Razor or anything, because obviously I want to hear what you have to say, but I'm afraid of the audio.
I really wanted to talk about large gay Germans in tiny panties diving off a diving board. Absolutely.
La, la.
Did you just mix your nationalities?
No, I went for the French, because Paris.
No, it's Gesundheit.
Bless you. I am a sneeze, father of a chew.
Yeah.
I guess we'll finally get to the Olympics tomorrow, which, that certainly won't be outdated by then.
No, it just keeps growing. This list of Olympic stuff that I have just keeps growing instead.
All right. Well, I'll tell you, let's finish with this. And it's interesting why it's not really interesting, but why has there been no Mario vs. Sonic tie-in to the 24 Paris Games? Because there has been one to all the other Olympic Games over the last 16, 17 years. Mm-hmm. And the long and short of it is that they just let their license run out. But why? That's what's interesting. Why they decided to let it run out is interesting. So according to Eurogamer, the IOC failed to renew its license with Nintendo and Sega and let it lapse in 2020, which means this year's Olympics is the first without a Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games video game for 17 years. Producer Lee Cocker, who worked on the series while at marketing company ISM Limited, told Eurogamer that the IOC, this is hilarious, wanted to look at other partners and NFTs. And
oh my God.
Remember NFTs?
Remember those?
Jesus.
I'm sure Brie Larson remembers the NFTs.
What? He's on the cutting edge of 2016.
That's right. Good old NFTs. That's where we're at here. All right. Holy shit. Look, you guys have been great. Thank you so much for rolling with the punches today as we go. We're going to hit the Olympics tomorrow. We know today's been rough. We get it. But we're powering through. Now, look, I want to remind you guys, I'm going to be back in like 2.5 hours, assuming everything gets straightened out with StreamYards, with this special stream with this producer who left the video game industry because of the insanity associated with it. I want you guys to come back around 3 o'clock. With that said, we have some support we need to get to. I want to start over on the direct donation side, Blabs, with Gaming New For You came in with a $15 direct donation. Says, oh yeah, the Fatty Cell Quest on Flute Girl Island in Breath of Fire 2. Now we know why Capcom will never remaster that game. It's too big. Also, Blabs, if you're looking for a narrator with a nice voice, the one in Dungeons 2.
I really love those narrator voices. They just don't do it like they used to, like 10
Taki
years
came
ago.
in with a 3. Says, I went to Basic Pizza, Blabs. You're full of shit. Mashed potatoes on pizza is a superior pizza topping. Now, Razor, I don't know if you saw this. We streamed in San Diego from this place called Basic Pizza. They have a pizza there that is like potatoes and bacon pizza. It's like a baked potato pizza almost. It's freaking spectacular. And Blabs refuses to even try it because
Blabs because Blabs has 2 brain cells to carry a static charge at least.
Don't do it. No,
it's wise.
No, it's delicious.
This is a terrible life decision. What are you doing, Craig?
I'm telling you, it's delicious. Don't be like that. Don't you smile, Blabs.
Bruh.
Don't you do
Listen.
That's not even the worst, dude. I went to San Diego once. They have these Mexican pizza places where you can...
Look, you're triggering him. He's having PTSD now.
They're replacing the marinara sauce with refried beans. Has everyone gone insane? What are we doing, people?
What are we doing here? Jesus. That I cannot get on board with.
No.
I can't do it. If it's on traditional crust, I can't do that. But if it's on like a taco shell, maybe. That'll worse. All right. All
tostada at that point, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Let's go. Giant
Listen, Craig is
tostada.
uncultured. He actually is the one uncultured. He calls me uncultured, but it's actually Craig.
Yeah.
It's true.
I embrace all cultures, Blabs.
You just mix them all together and go, huh, culture. It's like, no, if you have no separation of culture, and there is no culture because everyone's the same, no one's unique.
Welcome to America, Blabs.
And shit.
Norm Joke came in with the 5, says, as a 10-year-old, I walked into my parents having sex. Most uncomfortable half hour of my life.
Half hour? Oh my god.
He says, it's crackly because you haven't done a Norm special yet. We need a date. When? Don't just say we should. We need a date.
Right.
Oh, we should do that, Razor.
If someone needs a date.
Maybe I'll discuss it with Razor.
He couldn't find a date on a tombstone. You get no respect.
No respect at all. Gaming Newbie came back and says, personally, I wouldn't mind Nintendo buying the Rabbids franchise. Then maybe we might get a fucking new Rayman game. Fucking hate Ubisoft. There you go, Gaming Newbie.
Don't we all?
Appreciate that. All right, Blast, read us off some super chats, please.
Okay. Black Metal Gamer says Mount Rushmore of worst journalists. Like, in just specifically gaming, because I feel like this is a very broad question.
Stephen Totillo.
Yeah, Mercante, pretty much the lead at Gamer.
Nathan Grayson.
I mean, can you only do 4?
Sterling.
What happened to
BBC
Jim?
News. ABC.
What happened to Jim?
Hormone pills and moving to America.
Did he move to America?
It made me doubt the very physics of air travel, but yes, apparently.
Come on, Jim. What are we doing?
Anyway, Emperor Creatine says thoughts on Count Chocula. Is that chocolate? I'm hungry.
Yes. You never had Count Chocula?
What is that?
Oh, no.
Oh. Chocolate Lucky Charms. That's what it is. That's
Ew,
what
Lucky Charms
chocolate
is disgusting
Lucky
anyway.
Charm in Halloween shapes. The cereal is chocolate. The marshmallows are chocolate.
But it's not really chocolate. It's like fake commercialized chocolate.
All cereal chocolate is fake chocolate. That's
exactly.
Not the
I don't eat.
What?
Anyway, I'm Icarus says Count Chocula. Anyway, Taker says, why is the main question of validity of Maduro's win? Are they going back to a coup? Maduro needs to start, says El Gran. I don't know what this is. Thank you, politics. Crippled Head 01 says, Stuttering Craig. We've investigated our own audios, I'm guessing, and found nothing wrong.
Right.
Craig is the FBI. Matthew says, Blaster Master, did he get beyond Thunderdome?
Blaster Master, baby. It's a great game.
You guys remember, do you guys do member-only movie nights?
We do member-only things over on Locals, not in the evening. But yes, we are going to do more of those moving ahead. Those are super fun.
Miku says, what? We do say that word around here, Blabs. Band. The Worthy One says, Fat Princess was always a playable character in PlayStation All-Stars. The attempted Smash Bros. Clown. I really want to play it. Speaking of unnecessary censorship, the funniest video on YouTube has to be the account censored. Do you know it? Mastagawa is still waiting for the Fat Princess sequel, Guillotine Queen. Sadly, they don't make games I want, but there is a fun G&G clone, Battle Princess Madeline. I really want to play the Fat Goblin one that comes out later this year. That looks funny. Javi says Karate Kid 3, more like Cobra Kai Season 3 to 6. Dawn says these people show who they are every day. Woke liberals are saying they hope the Southport attack doesn't make people hate Islamic extremists. Yeah, good luck with that. Lance says, Craig, you heard about the Death Battle Kickstarter?
Yeah, I did. I actually reached out to them and just told them congratulations. I saw that they got Death Battle back. I think good for them. Did they respond to me? No, because I'm such a bad person. But yeah, good luck to them. Hopefully it's a big success, which I'm sure it will be.
Josh says the mom in Home Alone, also the mom in Beetlejuice. Correct.
It's true.
Hey, Craig, how does it feel to be anathema? I love it personally.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
Anathema?
Yeah.
I bet Craig can't even spell it either.
Cast out of the kingdom.
Oh, no,
exiled, excommunicated, excommunicado.
I make my own kingdoms, Razor. That's the problem. That's what people don't like about this, is that I make my own kingdoms and we go. Like that's what I've done my entire career. So, the reality is that I hope they're successful. I don't wish anything bad on them. Whereas I think it's the opposite. I think they wish that I was unsuccessful and that I would fail. And that's where we're different, so. Yeah.
Anyway, Miku says,
Well, I
Cat
saw
Lady.
that Solid Snake Sam Fisher episode, and I'm not going to be watching Death Battle.
Miku says, Cat Lady is JD Vance. Torga the White says, on fake baby video, JD Vance was right. I am the Icarus says, great doll horror movie waiting to be made here. Yeah, they all go to like some workshop and then the dolls turn against them. They create little monsters. Samurai Knight says, look up Butt Babies. No, I will not.
No.
Cole Summers says, it has changed. It's now outside, cracklers. Zach says, it could be worse. It could be a real doll convention. Miku says, no man and no offspring, result of 20 years of feminism. Scarface says, now I know why they keep the souls of terminated pregnancies. Anyway, Benjamin says, Mr. Fist, would Michael Ironside, voice of Darkseid from Stats, and JL and JLU, be a better Dr. Doom?
Michael Ironside should be in everything. Yes. Speaking of, I wanted to say he was in Running Man, but he wasn't. He was in Total Recall, and he was awesome in it.
Awesome.
Matthew says, except for the actor who played Seamus, he spent all his money on liquor and now is poor. Devin Murray? Did he? I mean, he's got horses. He can't be poor if he's got horses. Shane O'Mac says, StreamYard. Yes, I'm retarded. Welcome to the club. We all are in the short bus here. Miku says, pull up Sony smacking Sega and Xbox up at E3. Thank you, Miku. Silverado says, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, then themselves. Matthew says that DEI money doesn't go to the studio employees. It goes to the studio owners, so when their company does go under, they have a nice chunk of change. Michael says, we go woke, go broke isn't just a cute phrase, it's a warning. Benjamin says, anyone played Spirit Island? Very cool board game. Not heard of it.
No, I've not.
Josh says, these DEI folks are social engineers. They don't believe there is a modern audience. They believe they can create a modern audience. And Brett says, I just want Ubisoft to go out of business so someone competent can come make the next Rayman game. Thank you. And Constanza says, Ubisoft is my perma-ban list for almost 2 decades. All this because of their extreme push for DRM. And Dirt is King says, some guy unironically bunny hopped IRL in the Olympics. Absolute mad lad. Next thing the judo competition will have a Hadouken.
See that. I did.
True. I saw him AD spamming. It was ridiculous.
And then Clippity Go says, I just enjoy playing the old PNC adventure classics on my channel. Those games are not for the modern audience, just for a normal one. And then over on Locals, Spoon Ninja sent another $5 tip saying, no, watch Conan first.
Hey, did you get Valkyria over on Rumble with a $50 Rumble rant? Says Blabs never change at all. Plus, we need that boob jiggling indeed. Skull. Let's go.
Exactly. Who else is going to send you guys this stuff?
That's right.
Thanks, Valkyria.
We give you the good stuff. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Jimmy says, Razor, where can us normal men and women get your color version of Ghost of the Badlands? In stock anymore?
Did this already.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we did this.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good.
But just say it anyway, Razor, in case people missed it at the beginning.
It's on my Twitter, twitter.com/razorfist with a 0. It's the pinned tweet. You can pick that up.
All right. Yeah. So, as Javi said, points, Michael Ironside was in Starship Troopers as well. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right, guys, look, we will be back. Oh, sorry. Mercenary came in. I got to read these off really quick. So the Olympic opening was extremely blatant to the point you cannot tell me that it's not in your face about what's going on and who's running it. It was definitely a calm to everyone from those in charge about what's going on, and that leads to this. We're going to see some serious fraud. Okay, okay. I don't know if I can read that because of. He says,
I know we can't read that.
Yes, he said. Did anyone notice how much how Dev is getting hated on? And not without good reason, ever since he took on the Sonic Chew Medallion Challenge, and now it's affecting him. Also, the sound keeps breaking up. Yes, we know. Thank you very much.
You don't have one of those medallions, do you, Craig?
No, I do not.
The Sonny Chew medallion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, Mercenary, thank you very much. All right, guys. Look, we're going to be back here. I'm going to be back in a couple hours, assuming StreamYard doesn't mess up. We're going to be doing an interview, or I'm going to be doing an interview with a former developer. He worked at some major companies, and he was in the industry for a long time and saw specifically how it changed from the time he was in when he started to the insanity, and that's exactly why he left. So he's going to give specific examples, tell some stories. We're going to go at 3:00 today. I encourage you guys to show up and join us as we share these stories. We're going to start over on YouTube. We're going to end over on Locals, which is available at sidescrollerspodcast.com. So beat the jump there. Go over there, create an account over there. It is free. If you want to support over there, you can. We're going to be doing more stuff over there. So we're going to start over on YouTube, finish over on Locals, over at sidescrollerspodcast.com. So go to create an account over there. Once again, it is free, and you get notified whenever we go live over on YouTube or whenever we stream. So, all right. With that said, guys, Razor, would you like to take us out today, my friend?
Yes, thank you for joining us and putting up with the crackling doom for the ravishing Blabs and for Craig Luganus. I am Razorfist. Godspeed.
Fatality.